Welcome back to my cave once again, humans. Today we're going to be looking at a game that's absolutely adorable. But, I think I'm going to need a little help introducing this game, so... Benny!
Hey, Baalf! I heard you really like bats. Have you ever heard of the game Echolocaution?
I absolutely adore bats with their big ears, fluffy bodies, tiny toes, little flappy wings, their beady little eyes, and their rah faces. They're just so cute.
And I'll bet you'll like this game, Baalf. It is super cute, and it's only $5.
I hope so. Bats are so adorable, but then again, how can you make them any more adorable? Oh my god, squeak!
There you go, Baalf. And there go my eardrums.
Oh, of course I'll do a video on this game, BoltGreywing. This is just way too cute. I gotta do a video on this game. Thanks for showing me, BoltGreywing.
You saying something, Baalf?
Alright, so the first thing I notice when I boot up the game is that it's, not in English. At least not by default. You have to go into the options to turn it on, so let's do that. This is the story of our bat ancestors. Once upon a time, there was a tribe of beasts and a tribe of birds. The birds and the beasts didn't get along and were always fighting each other. Day by day, tensions grew in ferocity, raids, violence. Finally, a war broke out between the beasts and the birds. Our ancestors, who belonged to neither, said this when the beast clan became dominant. I have fur, I am of the beast. And when the bird clan gained the upper hand over the beast, who are now in danger, they changed their position, saying I have wings, I am of the bird family. Eventually, the bird clan and the beast clan were reconciled, and a peaceful world was born. After many betrayals, the bats ended up hated by both beast and bird clans. Finally, our ancestors were expelled from the sun and had to live in the world of darkness. Reminds me of Silverwing. Is that why we're struggling? What a nuisance. I don't mind living in the dark. Yeah, do you think our ancestors were cowards? I think. After that intro, you get a pretty short and sweet tutorial with all these cute, cuddly looking bats and they're just so cute. And after that, you start to play the game. It's actually quite simple. It's a side-scroller. You gotta collect bugs. Use echolocations to get more points for collecting bugs. But you also have to evade creatures like owls and cats. You use your echolocation to see where they're about to strike. It's a pretty simple game. And speaking of short and sweet, that kinda describes this game pretty accurately. It's short but sweet. I do admit there is quite a bit of satisfaction from getting a high score, and you can get better at the game with practice. Oh my god, the little tent bats are so cute. They're so cute. I also love how they're clapping to the beat of the music. That is just the epitome of adorable. To be fair, it being a small game isn't necessarily a bad thing, and I can understand for the price range. It's only $5. Those typically are quite small, but there is quite a bit to do in this game. For example, part of the joy is doing better and better in every run, and if you get a certain score, you unlock certain characters. There's also things you can collect, which you can find on the ground or in the trees. For example, there are these berries right here. Swoop them up. And certain characters are unlocked from collecting certain items, or an amount of items. You get 3 starting characters, with 6 more to unlock. And although the 3 starting playable characters don't play that dissimilar to each other aside from different stats, the unlockable characters more than make up for that. With each character having their own special powers that they can utilize. Obaki has a ghost form that he can use to dodge enemies, and his echo stuns insects and makes them easy to catch. Hollow's echoes really boost the points you score from bugs, but his echoes are very short, made up for by the fact that he is very fast but hard to control. Tengu can summon tornadoes, which pushes bugs away and helps you line up big combos. And the other bats I'd rather not spoil for anyone who wants to play the game. Try and find them out yourself. And when you want to break from the levels, you can also explore your big cave home. And while it doesn't really serve much of a purpose, I have to admit that this cave home is pretty neat. You can play around with all the treasures you've collected, you get to talk to your buddies. There's actually quite a bit to do in the cave, once you collect enough treasures. While the main game may not take you that long to beat, as there's only 2 levels and a final boss, there are several achievements you can collect that might eat up more of your time. This isn't anything that's gonna win Game of the Year or anything like that, but then again, none of the games I review are. It's just a simple, cute, harmless game. It's pretty fun, pretty cheap, and honestly, I enjoyed it, even if it's a little small. That being said, I was originally gonna do a Let's Play on this, but I thought the game was just a little too small, and I didn't want to give everything about this game away. That's why I kinda changed it to a Baalf's Games for a review, and honestly, if you have $5 to burn, and you want a cute game about cute bats, I would actually recommend this game. Anyway, thanks for showing me this adorable game, BoltGreywing.
No problem, Baalf.
Until next time, I'm Baalf, and the cave is closed.